So we're here today at Warton, which is the British Defence Military Aircraft Facility, and I'm here with Tim Matthews, an independent researcher. Tim, can you tell us a little bit about the triangles that you think may be being developed here at Warton?
Well, certainly we know that the triangles have been seen to land here. Now, this isn't actually the right place where we're standing now. This is the main entrance to the Military Aircraft Division, where they make Hawks and Tornadoes and other such unexciting tin cans. About a mile and a half behind us, next to the River Ribble, is a special projects site. Now, the special projects site is a completely autonomous entity. Most of the buildings are quite new, and there's a big hangar there which has been there about 6 years. Now, these facilities are completely separate, and this is where we believe the triangle has landed on occasions. We're still looking into this, but there have been numerous sightings placing the triangle flying over Southport in a south-north direction. I've actually seen it here twice myself, once at night and once during the day. Where we are on this main A584 road here, we have two witnesses who say they've encountered this triangle at very close proximity, within about 30 metres. One sighting in 1994 and another sighting in 1995. They spoke of a triangle that was about 100 feet in length. So basically, this is a focal point for triangle sightings. We're not sure how often it lands here, but we do know that it irregularly lands here. Some of the people who work for British Aerospace have told us that they are prepared to tell us that there is a classified defence project going on involving triangles, but they're not prepared to say anything else. This thing exists at a very high level of security, and they've made strenuous efforts to keep this project under wraps. One of the things they've done is they've used a number of different bases. They've used Warton here, the special project site just behind us. They've used RAF West Frew, which is in southwest Scotland. They've used RAF Cosford in the Midlands, and they've also used RAF Boscombe Down, where 3 weeks ago, at the end of February, we have a report of a triangle flying up at very high velocity in some sort of a vortex, which was seen by a serving RAF officer and reported to me just last week. So it's all very fascinating, and we're very much in the belly of the beast here. 15,000 people employed by British Aerospace in Lancashire, and probably a handful of them know the true nature and extent of the Triangle project. So here we are, and you never know, maybe one will pop out for us.
Tim, tell us a little bit about something you've seen here. You've seen the triangle, or something strange taking off.
That's right. Well, we were on the other side of the river at Hesketh Bank, where there's a very good viewing point where you can see the special project site. The first time we saw something, we were looking through night vision equipment, but what we did see was a triangular object with 3 lights at each tip of the triangle, taking off and landing from the end of the runway, which was most unusual. Now, what's interesting about this is where they've got the acoustic fatigue facility. We believe there's some sort of microwave induction engine being used to power this thing, and there's all kinds of testing facilities that would sort of, you know, add up to that story that are there, and this is where we saw this thing taking off. The first time I ever saw anything that convinced me that there was a cover story about what was going on here was we were just about a mile further up this A584 road, and I saw a triangle coming into land vertically at very high speed, and it disappeared seemingly behind the special project site. And I thought, well, you know, what was that? That certainly wasn't any kind of conventional plane, certainly not in the way it performed. So I think that was the first time I thought there was something going on, and this was about, I suppose it was June 1996, and from that point onwards to May 1997 we've been looking into this ever since, and I think there's definitely something going on here, and I think a few people know about it as well.
Yeah, basically there's a lot of people who are coming forward giving you clues about this. A lot of people have had sightings.
That's right.
Would you say there's any chance that anyone could get to see anything around here? Do you think hanging around?
Absolutely right. I think I would always encourage people to hang around. We know that there's the aircraft enthusiasts, but they don't believe there's anything going on here. They're more interested in the Hawks, the Tornadoes, and the Eurofighter 2000, which is you know, just been flown for the first time. I always encourage people to have a look, because you never know what you're going to see. I mean, normally you see things by accident, so the best laid plans might not come to fruition for quite some months, but we are going to mount surveillance here from both sides of the river, and hopefully we'll come up with something.
Okay, great.
And there's one of the famous yellow sort of Land Rovers. Notice they always have flashing lights on the special project site. Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? This is one of the best views you can get. Have you noticed how quiet it is? It doesn't look like there's anything going on. I just wonder what that guy and his vehicles doing there? We see a lot of these driving around. One of the things they do there is when they open the door, they only ever open it as much as they have to. It occurs to me that it would be very sensible to have underground facilities there. There's certainly not enough room for all the things that go on in there just to accommodate these offices that we know are there. But inside the Special Projects site, the Ministry of Defence has its own office.
God, it's an amazing zoom on this. We've just got it so close, and it's really shake-free as well.
Yeah, and we need to also pin down.
Oh God, I got a guy walking by the door.
Oh, hello.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can see him. Yeah.
I can see he's just.
He's probably got the keys to the triangle. I think.
He's actually walking really slow, like if he's bored. He's pacing back and forth.
No,
he's
he's
pissed
not
off.
bored at all. He's one of their security men.
And he's next to a Land Rover now.
Yeah.
God, I mean, you can almost see his face.
Big macho thrill driving in that Land Rover, I can tell you, especially if you've got a gun on you.
Excuse me, I'm going to break wind here. Didn't want to do it in the car. No, he's there.
I'm just blind.
He's bored, he is.
Probably just found out he didn't win the lottery this week.
I tell you, this is the best stuff you'll have of this place. I'll take. There we are. We got 3.
If you moved to the other end of the field, you'd get an even better view of the rest of it.
Got 3 exhausts. A lot of lights around the side. Windows. Doorway with a stair. Well inside.
Video cameras.
Video cameras. There's the building behind, which appears to be
Very
control
empty.
tower,
Yeah.
radio station. A lot of strange things on the side there. I don't know what those are.
No.
White things. Who's this?
Nobody.
Moving down.
This is an excellent view. You know, we've never actually been down this lane before. Then they've just stopped here and taken a film of it. There's always vehicles driving around on here. They never seem to be doing anything. This is what's so strange. It's a very strange place altogether. Do you get the impression from looking at it, as I do, that there are underground facilities there? I know this is a piece of UFO lore. It just seems like there's not much going on there, full stop.
What that radar array is, or that tall aerial.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
knows. And I've put that past lots of radio amateurs, and I've said to them, look, you know, can you tell me what this is? And they say, well, I'm sorry, I just don't know, mate. Simple as that.
Here we go. This is the biggie. This is the radar cross-section building.
Yeah.
And a little door in the side, just showing you the scale. With the steps up. There's the roof.
Sometimes you can see planes.
I don't know what I'm looking at here, whether it's a walkway or a bridge. That seems to be something going under.
Yes, that concrete thing.
Yeah.
Well, you need to be able to get in under there, don't you? I would have thought. I mean, maintenance or something. I mean, obviously they need to sort of beam radar at it, don't they, when it's sitting on the tarmac. It sits sort of halfway between the red building and the tarmac, and the actual building itself. So you sit right in the middle there if there was anything going to be there. But you can see Hesketh Bank to the left through the trees, just over there.
That's what it is, with a spire.
Yeah, that's just right over there, and that's one of the places. You can see what a good view you get, but in fact this is a much better view. I mean, to be quite honest with you, if you've just stood in this field for a couple of weeks, you'd probably see something.
Yeah.
In fact, this is an excellent view. It's much better than going right down to the thing itself. But that main hangar is big. Notice all the cars parked in the middle.
Yeah, I'm just zooming in on the control tower at the moment.
Yeah.
See if I can see anybody walking around. Oh, the door's open. And he's there, the door is slightly ajar. He's obviously opened it. And he's pacing back and forth. He's going to go in. He's on the edge, he's turned around. Yeah, he slipped in. He's in. And now he's back out. Obviously he's got the right security classification to be doing that. And there's another one on the right, walking towards him. Oh god, there's loads of them coming out now. There's bloody loads of them. They're all just talking. Guys in white suits. Right, like radiation suits or something. All white. Like boots. With boots on. Walking straight towards me. There's absolutely... Hey Tim, there's about 6 to 7 people just walked out of the hangar door. One of them is wearing like a radiation suit and he's walking straight towards us.
Hello? Could this be?
He's carrying a helmet, I think.
Yeah. That's very interesting, isn't it?
The hell's he carrying?
Can't see, I'm afraid. My eyesight is not that good. Just keep filming. See, there's something going on in there, boys, I'll say.
I don't know where they're going.
A radiation suit in there.
Yeah, and he's coming to the building that's this side.
Well, if you move to the left, you can take photos. Why don't you move to the left? Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
Come on, wheel the fucking triangle out just for Uncle Matthew.
Come on.
In. It'll be a bloody tornado or a fucking Eurofighter or some piece of shit like that.
You know you want to.
Tell you, look, that's big in there, isn't it?
He's going to reverse his car in now. Yeah, he's turned it forwards and he's now going to put it in reverse. He's reversing back in, backwards. Yes, I told you he's going to pull something out.
Look how many people. There's that man with the radiation suit in front, look.
He's a pilot, I reckon. I think he's going to fly something.
Well, if it is, it'll be John Evans because he's the test pilot. There's 2 security men. Can you see them?
Yeah,
just
they're standing around him.
Yeah, bunch of arseholes.
And they're getting the aircraft out ready for him to fly. So they're going to put it right in this area which we're looking at now. Brilliant.
Which tells us that that's probably what happens with other things as well, isn't it?
You can hear a siren warning
right.
people. Probably means it's a security time.
Yeah, so don't come anywhere near here, otherwise we'll shoot you with our new SLRs.
Oh, hang on. Are the main doors opening? Very slightly. Very slightly.
Well,
They
if
just
they're going to pull a
opened.
tornado out of there or a Eurofighter, they're going to have to, because I don't think it's going to fit through that end space. Never heard the alarm before either.
Maybe it's the main door alarm.
Oh well, something is emerging.
Oh, here we go.
Bloody Eurofighter, isn't it?
It's a hawk or a tornado.
It could be their stealth demonstrator, because that's not the normal colour for a hawk by the looks of things. Could this be the stealth demonstrator hawk of Warton Law?
It's dark.
It is, it's that bloody stealth demonstrator. I don't think it's a tornado, is it? No, it's not. No, it's a hawk.
It's a hawk, I thought it was.
We're watching. What's the betting? That's what they do with that triangle. What's the betting? They also have an underground hydraulic system which lifts stuff up to this level as well. Don't you think that's quite a large level of security just to have a plane to come out? I mean, you know,
Yes.
it could be their new stealth demonstrator, which has been admitted to in Jane's Defence Weekly, apparently. But it's all a ruse, you know what I mean? That's not really what's
Well, I've
going
lost
on.
sight of where the thing is anyway.
That's just behind those bushes. Gosh, what a lot of to the left of the red building. It'll emerge behind that yellow porter cabin in a minute. There we go. Hello, Mr. Security Man.
Yes, you can actually see there the Hawk with its cabin canopy open. I can actually see some movement. I think there's somebody getting inside. Yep. And there's a security vehicle or a jeep. Yep. Something going off there. Somebody's getting into the Hawk trainer or model. I don't know. What do you say it was?
It could be a new stealth demonstrator because we know they've got one here.
No, I reckon. Oh, there's a trolley with. Have a look with your binoculars. Quick, 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 quick. There's something going in there.
It's
Trolleys.
yeah,
What have they got on them?
green and blue bottles.
Missiles?
No, I don't think so. Missiles, not anything that I've seen. Look at all the people they've got there.
There's loads of them, isn't there?
Party time, isn't it, over there? Good view of the Hawk from here. Out right, we go straight to the BBC or somebody, yeah?
Yep.
I doubt they will though.
No.
Doubt they will. Not here. I mean, they'd make sure it was all clear and everything.
Daytime as well.
Well, we have had daytime sightings, 2:30 in the afternoon. Never this time though.
If it comes out now, my video camera fails. I'll fucking scream. Excuse the
If it
language.
comes out now, I'll probably piss my pants, man. I don't know anything else.
Oh, there's a security vehicle coming out. It's a Cherokee Jeep, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Carrying a trailer with something on it, passing in front of the doors.
Gotcha. I tell you what, they like making their presence felt over there, don't they? You know, in other words, to say, don't come over here, we're doing something. You know what I mean?
So what's the significance of him turning up at this point? Everything's so clockwork. There must be a reason for him being there right now.
You do get the impression, don't you, that this is all running very much to some sort of schedule.
Yes.
That's one of the things that's clear here. Hardly surprising. Oh, there's something coming out.
Please be something interesting. Oh, Eurofighter? Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, it's a Hawk. No. What is it? Hawk.
No.
It's a light coloured Hawk.
We're talking stealth testing here, mate. That's this. Could be this new grey paint there. You know, this special sort of.
Doors closing.
Oh, there's a helicopter.
Doubt the military will be flying Robinsons. Robinsons are just too unsafe. They'd use a Bell Jet Ranger.
Right. It's going away from. We'll come back over in a minute. See, I mean, I don't think the triangle does that turnaround type thing. Let's get another one of it coming in.
Training procedure is called a touch and go.
Alright.
You touch your wheels down and then throttle it up and fuck off again. You won't be able to see too much.
Have you heard any rumours about this triangle thing, I suppose, Brad? Have you heard any rumours about this triangle thing, I suppose? Oh, somebody was saying to us the other day, oh, they've got this triangle craft thing that they fly out of it, but I mean, I personally couldn't believe it myself. You know? No. Yeah, you know what we do.
Ah ha ha! Guess what I just found?
What?
An amazing television automatic aerial thing.
Really?
You wouldn't believe
Quite
it.
cool, this place, isn't it? 'Cause there's all kinds of shit always coming into land and that.
Got the control tower here as well.
Yeah.
That's interesting, that thing up there.
Yeah.
That's where they take all the photographs from, probably,
Yeah.
of all their... He's walking around. I don't think he's very happy.
Brilliant. It's really interesting to see what happens. It's really interesting to see what happens.
In fact, some people argue that they're government operatives. Unfortunately, when their credentials that they briefly flash at the witnesses have been tested, it comes out that there's no such person, no such department, no, they can't have been from the government, and that the Ministry of Defence then goes on to deny in totally that there's been any government involvement. People like Nick Pope, the MOD's very own know-nothing, suggests that these are Walter Mitty characters who just like dressing up in black outfits and generally messing around, and of course one asks the question, well, how do they know what the names and addresses of the witnesses are if they're not working for the government? Now, obviously, people who have got better access to the Public Records Office in Kew in London than I have spend a lot of time trolling through the various files there. And we now have conclusive proof that at least in one case, and I assume there must be others if this one case has been proved, that the men in black who visited a witness in 1966, I think his name was Colin Perks, I may be wrong. I should tell you incidentally, I got this information from
the airlock, and then you'll hear the conversation. In this clip, it's more important to listen to what they say and not watch the screen. Well, you can watch the screen, but on the screen you'll just see the mission control, but listen to what's being said. I'll stop just before it happens and then concentrate on what's being said.
The orbiters power to conserve the battery power in their spacesuits in the event that the decision is made for them to change out that other reaction wheel assembly. If the decision is made to change out that reaction wheel assembly, then the airlock would be repressurized, since the other replacement reaction wheel assembly is located in the mid-deck of the orbiter, so the airlock would have to be repressurized. The additional reaction wheel assembly put into the 7